Hey, everybody, it's Doug DeVitri with Voice Marketing for Business. And today I'm going to give you a very brief introduction. I don't know, it might even go 10 minutes on how you can get started using the Amazon Alexa platform, the Echo devices. And you know what, Alexa, I'm going to mute you so then that way you don't interrupt during this video. So real quickly, this is the website, voicemarketingforbusiness.com. This is where I really recommend you get started. In fact, when you say play assignment, you're going to get a text message that's going to take this to your to the page. And then just recommend that you put your email address in here because you're going to get a ton of resources, right? And also, something that I can share with you real quickly is there's a Facebook group called Voice Marketing for Business that you can join and start to ask questions. And we're not going to get into that, but I just wanted to show you that's an option. So this is a place to really get started because I want to share with you, look, this is the page. So for when you go to Amazon and you're trying to figure out, okay, which devices do I buy? How do I set them up? What are Alexa skills, which kind of like voice apps for Amazon Alexa? How do you set these up? What are Amazon Alexa routines and how can I use those to automate my smart home devices? How can I make a phone call with Alexa or send a text message using Alexa to somebody else's device? What are Alexa device notifications? There's all these different questions, right? Even if I go here to the Amazon page and see, I'm just going to kind of blow this up so you can see this a little bit better on your screen. So if I just go into the search for Amazon.com and then I click on Amazon devices and then click the search button, that's where I'm going to get a list of all these different types of devices, right? There's the Echo Show that has the screen. Here's the Fire Stick TV, which this plugs into the back of your TV or even a projection screen. Here's an Alexa device for kids. This is the Echo Dot, which is the third generation, I guess the newest model as this recording, which has a better microphone and has a little bit better speaker for the size of the device that you get. Here's the Fire tablet, right? So this is kind of like using an iPad, but it has the Alexa built into it. You just kind of scroll through. There's more of these things. There's the Ring doorbell. There is the Eero network. In fact, we have a video on how to be able to increase the speed of your internet connection at home. So especially when you're having screen-to-screen meetings, you can improve the speed so they don't get shut down. Gosh, there's so many that you can kind of go on and on and on. In fact, I have a technology buying guide that will help you figure out which is going to be, and another module that's to kind of explain some of these devices in detail. But really, kind of as you get started, you want to create a profile, right? You're going to want to go to this is the website right here. It's going to make this a little bit bigger for you to see. It's alexa.amazon.com. Right. And so this is where you're going to go ahead and create your profile. And I'm going to kind of move this video over here so you can see. And the menu is going to be on the left-hand side. So when you create your profile, or it's kind of like creating a Facebook profile for the first time, right? There's all these different new features, settings, menu items that you're going to want to click on. So what I recommend doing, especially when you get started using any software, is just become genuinely curious, like a kid in the candy store. You want to try this and you want to try this and you want to try that. So really like go through and click on each one of these. And in fact, we'll have a module that explains each one of these in detail on not only how you can set it up correctly, but how you can use the service. And so just real quickly, I'm going to just go into this one right here where it says things to try. And this is kind of like, this is almost the tutorial in itself, but it's very simple. It's very like where you want to get started as far as, what can you ask Alexa, right? So even when I get up on stage and I'm speaking to hundreds of people, I'll have the Echo Dot plugged in. I'll say, Alexa, how are you? And then, whatever the default response is that the Amazon Alexa developer team has is something that comes out, and it's usually pretty funny. And that's what gets people, kind of interested or engage the conversation. Or if you say, Alexa, why are you called Alexa? Or Alexa, do you prefer cats or dogs? Can you imagine how much fun it would have been to kind of be at the beginning stages of creating the answers for these? And also there's a way that you can create your own answers to your own questions through Alexa Blueprints. And that's going to be another module that we're going to have built in. So as you kind of scroll through here, here's some useful phrases you can try as far as, your device. It's a smart speaker, right? So there's a volume attached to it. You can ask basic questions like, what time is it? What's going on? especially if you're sitting bored home alone and you just need somebody to be able to talk to. Here's another fun one. Alexa, why is the sky blue? Translations. So kind of think of this almost like a Google. But Google's going to have a different Google Assistant's going to have different responses than Amazon Alexa because it's a completely different team that built it and created it, right? You can have some fun with Alexa. You can say, Alexa, sing a song. Ask what the weather. Here's a new one, a flash briefing. Like you want to think about if you're your favorite newspaper and your newspaper is divided into sections. Maybe there's the world headlines, and then maybe there's the money section, and maybe there's the sports section, maybe there's the lifestyle section. And you don't always have time to be able to go through the entire newspaper, so you kind of prioritize in your mind what sections you're going to open up first. And so that's kind of similar to flash briefings, right? So a flash briefing skill is just a news type of skill that you can turn onto your latest news station. And even if you're a brand, so check this out, if you're a brand or an organization that wants to be able to deliver news on a regular basis to your customers or your members, maybe you create a flash briefing skill. And so really when it comes down to it, people will start to rank as far as what their favorite flash briefing skills are. So, so that's more on maybe the marketing side, not the consumer side. But it's good to know. To-do list, shopping list, reminders, alarms. Music, I use Spotify quite a bit, and also listen to podcasts. So there's going to be settings that you're going to want to configure for the music that you listen to and the podcasts that you listen to, right? So that's kind of things to try is where I would definitely recommend starting out. And then also the settings, right? So inside the settings, you're going to configure this for the different types of devices that you have. Look at this list, right? So these are all the devices that I have attached to my account. I have an Echo Dot. I have my Bose headphones that has Alexa built into it. My Echo Buds, which are the earphones. I have a bunch of these Echo Dots all over the place. Those are the kind of like the hockey puck size speakers. I have a Fire TV stick, which is what kind of makes where you have talking TVs. And in fact, this course is available through Fire TV. If you're watching this from an Echo Show and you want to be able to try this out on your TV, that's definitely an option too. So the Echo Show is kind of the rectangle box that would sit on a desk or like a nightstand. That has the touch screen that's a part of it. So you start to look at these, there's all these different types of devices. And then you can set up different types of rooms for your music. So if you want music to play in let's say in the family room in the living room, but you don't want it to play in the office area, you set that up in audio groups. Now for any one of these Alexa preferences here, you have communication preferences, you have music and media preferences, you have TV schedules, right? Especially if you have the TV hooked up. Flash briefings, so you can not only choose which flash briefing skills you want to be able to add, but that's where you would go ahead and rank them. Free time, that's more for children. Traffic, like how long it will take to get to the office, it'll actually tell you if there's going to be traffic or not. Sports update, calendar. So if you're using Microsoft Outlook or you're using Google Calendar, you can have it set up here. Photos, you can not only add your own photos, but you can link it to Amazon's photo service. So this way, like if you have one of the devices that has a screen like the Fire TV or the Echo Show, you can quickly add in that there. So I'm gonna skip over, I guess, lists. That'll be something like if you have a shopping list or if you have a ingredients list, you want to be able to add and remove items for this. Because here's what's happens is when you start to talk to Alexa and say, Alexa, add celery to my shopping list, right? She'll not only remember that, but as you start to carry your mobile phone with you wherever you go, as you start to carry your mobile phone with you wherever you go, you'll be able to see those lists right there. So, okay, I'm going to come back down here. So Alexa account, these are notifications. And think about this. Just like your computer will notify you if you get an email come in, or just like your mobile phone will notify you if you get a social media comment on your Facebook profile, or even if you're like right now, if you're an Amazon customer and you get a product shipped to you, and you have Alexa set up, you can have it set up where, I guess, and you've probably seen it before, where your Alexa device will turn yellow, or there'll be like a little yellow ring. That's just a signal to you that there's a notification. So you say, Alexa, read my notifications, and then it'll tell you, the product has shipped. Or even if you're a brand, you could create it to where, hey, the latest podcast episode is available. Go check it out. Or there's a new listing that matched your search criteria. Go check it out. So those are the Alexa device notifications that you can just say turn them on or off. And it's just a useful feature, especially if it's something you're going to use. Now, for voice purchasing, I know this kind of scares a lot of people at first. You might want to at least get comfortable with Alexa before you activate voice purchasing, because it can get a situation or conversation with an Alexa skill where it might say, in order to access this content, we're going to charge your credit card $4.99 one time, or $99 a month. So you kind of have to be aware of that. And then also think about this too. There are security settings that are set up with that, so that you can add a passcode. So not anybody, not your neighbor couldn't just come over and start ordering stuff and have it shipped to your house or their house. You would have a passcode that's associated with that. So even a section where you have all of your Alexa apps, those are called Alexa skills. So just know that that's there. You have your history. So every time you say something to Alexa, there's kind of an ongoing history. And also for privacy settings, I know a lot of folks are kind of worried about Alexa listening to everything you say. And we have a module coming up on that. So what I encourage you to do is just go through these two sections, things to try and settings, and that'll really help you get going. Also, as part of this video, what I want to share with you is what it looks like on the mobile phone, right? So if you have a mobile phone and you have the, let's get this to where you can see this. All right. So I'm going to go here. So this is my Alexa app. It's very similar to what it looks like here. So if I click home, so there you go, there's that. And then I can kind of scroll through to see what my history has been. Or the menu is going to appear up here. Let me go back here. So the menu, you're going to click on the top left. And then you can see here, there's things to try, which is the exact same thing that we looked at before. And then also for settings, you can configure it here. Everything that I just kind of showed you. So you don't always have to be logged into a computer in order to get started. You can do this right from your mobile phone. So whether you're using an iPhone or an Android, you just have to make sure that you download that, and then we'll have a whole nother tutorial on this. Again, everybody, this is Doug DeVitri of Voice Marketing for Business. Hope you have a great day, and definitely make sure that you activate the assignment, or say, Alexa, give me the assignment. So then that way we can send you a text message to your mobile phone with the article or the resource for you to be able to complete. So then that way you're actually able to do stuff, right? We can make this learning a little bit more interactive rather than just watching video after video. We're going to give you assignments with each one of these. So it's up to you to take action. Again, Doug DeVitri, Voice Marketing for Business. We'll see you on the next video.